morning, everyone. It's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only, excuse me while I turn the page in my notebook. If you're wondering what my notebook looks like, I think I should have been a doctor with that chicken scrawl. So what I'm going to have a look at in this particular reading, one of these little off-topic, off-politics types reading, but it's still very, very serious, using the Light Seers Tarot, and then I've got my Nature's Whispers Oracle cards to draw a few cards right at the end. So what crossed my news feed the other day was an article about the Alaskan waterways, the pristine 75 remote pristine streams, river systems across 1,000 kilometres of the Brooks Range. The waterways are turning what looks like a milky orange juice orange. Now, what's happening is that this has been occurring since 2018 and appears to be increasing, visible from orbit, from space, so really intense, and flowing out into the seas from those particular waterways. So it looks like what is considered mining runoff. However, there is no mining in that area. And scientists have gone into and tested the waters, and they've found that they include high iron content, zinc, copper, nickel, and lead, turning the waterways, the waters in those waterways, from a pH level of about 8 to a very acidic 2.3. Now, what they've determined that this is happening is that, and as I split my deck and I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, this is the Magician and the Science. So the manifestation of the science in regards to this, and there are steps that will need to be taken to be able to move forward. This is about truth. This is about brutal honesty, clarity, cannot be denied any longer. So what's happening is the Arctic Circle is warming at about 4 times the rate of the rest of the planet. Again, last year was the hottest overall year on planet Earth. Now, when we're saying overall, yes, some years, some places might be slightly cooler, but other years, but the majority is warmer. So the overall planet temperature is rising. Do not confuse weather with climate change. Climate change is the big picture. Weather is what happens on a daily basis. You'll notice in the US with the increasing tornadoes, I gather you've got a heat dome over California and Texas areas at the moment that has stalled and causing phenomenal record temperatures for extended periods of time. I notice even in Australia, in our Western Australia and Perth, they had record days over 35 degrees Celsius up to about 40. We're looking sort of 90 to 110 in the Fahrenheit scale, I believe. And it is only within the last months that those temperatures have actually dropped as we are going into winter. So climate, yes, climate. Now, what scientists are speculating is that it's coinciding with increased snowfall. So increased snowfall doesn't mean it's getting colder. It just means that there is more moisture in the air to be released, which means that the area is getting, I'm going to say, more tropical, not actually tropical, but you know what I mean. In tropical regions, there is an increased mugginess, there's increased moisture in the air. So what's happening is the temperature's rising to increase the moisture in the air, which is increasing the snowfall. At the same time that the permamelt, which is the freezing of the land itself, is melting. And that's allowing that when the snowfall melts, it's allowing that water to infiltrate deeper into what was permafrost and leaching these minerals out of the permafrost where they had been locked for thousands and thousands of years. basically since the last ice age. So, yeah, the big concern is the effects on wildlife and the drinking water for those that rely on these areas for drinking water. Yeah, we are at this new beginning, this new start, this new where we need to work together, and out from a place of love, not a place of division and hatred, and need to work together and really reinforce some boundaries here and stand defiantly behind that messaging of boundaries. Um, even if today, on a worldwide basis, we switched off all fossil fuel production, we stopped all our cows from farting, we just really slammed the brakes on, we would not be able to stop the increase in temperature and climate change. We would simply slow it down, but then it would slow down to a point where then it would start to reverse again. So I really don't have a big solution here. I just want to see where it's going to go. Yeah, this message, it's now getting out there loud. Absolutely. It's one of those things where Mother Earth is just really trying to rebalance herself. She's not being malicious, she's just simply trying to rebalance herself. This is about, we have the ability to bring about this change. The message is getting out there now really loudly. Now, humans being humans, we really don't take notice of something until it affects us personally. So that's why it's very much, what's in it for me doesn't bother me, don't care, etc., etc. And that's why we sort of get knocked with the feather to say, hey, you need to be aware of this. The feather doesn't work. We get a slap up the side of the head. Oh yeah, no, continue on with life. Then a brick, and if the brick doesn't work, then the Mack truck comes through, and we are up to Mack truck stage. So, yeah, I'm on my soapbox again. So I just want to have a look. What is on the worldwide basis, on the basis of waking up and realizing what is happening? Show me in regards to this leaching that is. I did have the was it the 7 of Swords or the 5 of Swords, whichever one, the anxiety one. Don't be anxious about it. Don't be worried about it. This is simply a wake-up call. This is an alarm that is waking us up to say we can do something about it, and it comes down to doing something about it on the community level. So change will start at the community level. Do you need to drive your car to the shops, or can you walk? Do you need to plant a tree? Do you need lawn? Plant native gardens, etc., instead of water-thirsty lawn, all those sorts of little things. But what is the message? What is the message? What is the message? Okay, thank you. What is the message that we need to learn from this information about the toxic waterways? Come on down, let's have a look. 2 of Swords, it's time to take the blindfold off and look at the science and choose what direction we want to go in. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it clearer myself. It is time to stop sitting there going la, 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 and it is to take the blindfold off and really make some difficult decisions about which way forward we want to go. In the same sort of vein, I was reading about the Colorado rivers drying up. There are major cities that rely on the Colorado River for their drinking water. It's time to stop ignoring this issue and make some difficult decisions because the science is out there. This is the King of Swords. He is bringing forth, he is externally taking action in regards to the truth of this. The harsh truth, the reality can appear brutal. The science is there. It's not the end of days. This is just, we need to take the blindfold off and make some difficult decisions in regards to the truth. Where we're at the moment is feeling like we can't do anything, feeling like we're restricted. I'm just one person, I can't do anything. It's like voting. There are some people sitting in governments all around the world that won by less than 100 votes. Now, if 97 more people got out and voted, you'd have somebody different sitting in that position. Every person can do something, whether it's growing a tomato plant in the corner of your lounge room, whether it's choosing to buy your groceries at the local market, whether it's having a 4-minute shower instead of a 25-minute shower, whatever it is. We all have choices. We perceive ourselves as being restricted because it seems like such a big issue, but every single one of us has things that we can do on our own personal level on a daily basis that can bring about significant change. But we feel that we can't. So we need to throw off these shackles. In the past, something really unexpected coming forward. Again, I'm saying it's the Mac truck. For those of us that had our eyes wide open, I'm thinking the first time I ever put solar panels on a house was about 20 years ago. The Carter administration brought in a renewable program and that Reagan then just got rid of. We knew this was coming. We cannot deny that this was coming, but it appears to have hit us out of left field because we're now up to Mac truck stage. However, again, so we've got the king and queen and all swords as this through line here. The science, the truth, the facts, the reality. We need to put the emotion of it aside and look at the brutal truth and reality of the science. Absolutely. We are at a new start, a new beginning. Immediate future is the new start, the new beginning. The universe has got us. Mother Earth has got our back in regards to this. She wants us to succeed, but it's up to us having faith and trust in Mother Earth and starting this new journey. It's a new journey where we listen to Mother Earth, where we work with her instead of trying to control her. It's about a new compassionate community-based journey. Externally, the moon. Vested interests are keeping us, I'm just going to say there are vested interests who are trying to keep us in the dark, trying to keep us submerged underwater where our voices cannot be heard, where we feel like we are drowning because we feel hopeless. It's on an emotional level. It's very much that we need to come to the surface and shine the light on the truth of this. And it is about looking after what is really important in what feels like a barren environment. Now, this is perhaps about spending your dollar wisely, about protecting your own environment. This is what you can do personally, internally. Hang on to what is important because we're getting this swift kick up the backside. We're facing a harsh truth that is going to hopefully spur us on. Yeah, again, a lot of anxiety in regards to what's happening, but we need to look at the big picture on an international level, on a global level. We need to look at the big picture and work together on an international level to bring forward a plan. Yeah, working together. Need to help those that are need assistance, need a leg up. Not quite sure why we're giving tax breaks to mega billionaires so that they can shoot a rocket into space. This is about helping those at the bottom to step up into the next level. Now, when I'm talking about this, this is about helping those that are third world countries bypass the fossil stage to go straight to the renewable stage. This is about providing roll-up solar panels that will power the lighting so that the children can study in these third world countries. This is about making uh, uh, community social housing more, how do I put it, more energy efficient. So solar panels on their roofs, putting any energy efficient taps, etc. in. Insulation, oh, it's a huge thing, so that they're not feeling like they need to pump the heating or cooling. This is about helping those, rather than spending up, we need to spend down. And we need to simplify our lives, very much so. Simplify and listen to the message of Mother Earth. New message, new beginning, new inspiration. We are being given the opportunity. It is up to us whether we take it up or not. Okay. Whoo-wee. I'm going to say we've got the unbalanced relationship of those that are trying to that those have a greedy vested interest. We need to shine the light on those that are destroying the environment, that those are raping and pillaging, that those are these unbalanced relationships. We need to shine the light on these that are doing wrong. We have options. Sit back and look at what you can do. And even if the only thing you can do is to vote for progressives in the election, because they will be bringing forward things like in the US, the Green New Deal. In Australia, can't even remember what the policy is called, but really huge policy to have Australia renewable by 2030. Reducing carbon neutral by 2030. That's 5 years away. Really look at what it is that you can do, what steps you can take. Buy your fruit and veggie in season. Reduce your meat intake. Doesn't mean you got to give it up. Do you need to have a rump steak on the plate every night? Just have a couple of meat-free meals a week, or switch to chicken. Plant a tree. Change your lawn to garden, because we are at this new beginning. We have the opportunity to bring this forth. The other alternative is this devil energy of continuing on the same old, by ignoring what we can do. The key is here for us to unlock the door to all these opportunities to move forward. But if we get caught up in this, I can't do anything, paralyzing, same old, then the mega billionaires win. The oligarchs will continue on because they have no reason to change. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right. So this is part of this warning that is coming out for us, to the point where it can't be ignored any further. I really feel that the future will be positive. We're just getting at this stage where we're getting slapped around with the Mack truck. We're getting run over by the Mack truck. It cannot be ignored. Um, and it's almost like it's a call to arms. I'm just going to draw a couple of cards from the Nature's Whispers. Share the news article. I'll pop a link to it below. Again, it's just only if you feel that you can. It's just these warning signs cannot be taken in isolation. They are part of the bigger picture. They are part of the climate. And do not confuse climate and weather. Okay, let's have a look. The cards just to summarize here. This is more just a sort of a public awareness video, I suspect. Show me, but also to encourage you not to be afraid, because every single one of us can do something, and even if that something is voting for a progressive, growing some herbs on your windowsill, using in-season fruit and veggies, so you're not buying oranges from the other side of the world, whatever it is. Recycle your plastics, put in a compost bin, whatever it is that you feel that you can do. Okay, come on down. The first card out, hugely, hugely important. Renewal of peace. We need to bring peace in the conflict areas of the world so that we can work together. And then we will have the perfect setting to move forward. Trust your intuition in regards to what you can do. Come from a place of love. And amplify your positive emotions. This is not doom and gloom. This is about amplifying your positive emotions, and do not underestimate the ripple effect of you taking some form of action, whether it be taking your own bags to the supermarket and using mesh bags to put fruit and veggies in, whether it's today I offered my silver beet leaves over the fence to the neighbour so that he can give them to an associate of his for the chickens, little steps like that. Do not underestimate all these little steps that you can take that will trigger others to do similar. Amplify your emotions. Amplify your ripple effect outwards, because we have this gateway that is open to us. The portal to the future is open for us to step through. Potential gateway forward. It is not despair, it is in our hands, and love matters. Absolutely. Now, it's easy for me in the safe governmental environment of Australia, where we have a working political and legal system, where we have a fairly positive outlook on life, where we have an abundance of the natural resources available to us. And I know it's easy for me to sit here and sound like I'm preaching. Never underestimate what each of us as individuals can do, and that as a collective becomes enormous change. Love to you all. Take care. Plant a tree. Put some basil in a little pot on your windowsill. Recycle your plastic, or don't limit your use of plastic, and take care. Look after yourselves.